Good afternoon and a very warm welcome from a sunny Kings Park here in Hong Kong. You're streaming in to watch you're dialing in to watch Korea versus Chinese Taipei, kicking off at 2 o'clock. Hi, good afternoon. I'm delighted to be calling today's game. My name is Brian Rennie from Hong Kong China Rugby and joined by Ewan Phillips.
Thanks, Brian, and yeah, great to be here up at Kings Park. It's very balmy, 28 degrees, and we're excited for this matchup today from these under-19 boys teams.
Absolutely, I think we're in for a cracking game. The Korean lineup is coming up now. We've been watching them warm up and they look fired up, and there's a lot of big players, particularly within their pack, so I think it's going to be a bruising encounter. A couple of players to watch, according to their assistant coach, is their fly half and their full back. So keep an eye out for these two players, Chan Hee and Yao Yong. And their opposition today is Chinese Taipei, coming off a 22-7 loss to Hong Kong last Friday. Team sheets coming up now, and the try scorer from last week's game, Wai Lun, will be looking to add to his tally, and little scrum half Yu Chiao looking to call the shots like he did again against the Hong Kong team. And now the teams are making their way onto the pitch for their national anthems. Here come the teams making their way onto the halfway line. A hugely proud moment for their players representing their countries. Match officials for today. We have referee Wai Liang Liu and 2 ARs from Sri Lankan Rugby Union and Sunny Lee from Hong Kong China Rugby Union. Very big day for Sunny, who's been doing a fantastic job officiating the domestic league here in Hong Kong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Republic of Korea.
We'll start off with the South Korean national anthem.
Please remain standing for the Chinese Taipei Olympic Committee anthem.
loads of passion out of both teams. And I think they're both chomping at the bit to get this game underway here at Kings Park in Hong Kong.
That's right, Brian. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Both teams looking to get that win in the ARC. Chinese Taipei in their second game, and Korea, it's their first run out of the series, looking to get off to a good start.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Koreans adapt to this weather, because it is roasting hot. They seem to be coming together, firing each other up, having a quick huddle before the match. And I think we are in for a bruising encounter, as I said earlier. Here we go, Chinese Taipei are clearly fired up. And the crowd here, who's managed to take some time off of work, is loving that passion.
Captain 9, yeah? Scrum half captain? Okay.
Chinese Taipei to kick off.
Captain! No, Leo, wait. Center? Yeah. Okay. Just bounce the ball before the line. Okay. Hold on, eh?
Wai Hao-Ling waiting for the referee to blow his whistle to get us underway.
It's okay. Okay, kicker ready?
And there you have it. Decent start just into the Koreans' 22, and there we go. What a break. Fantastic start by the Koreans. They keep the ball alive, looking to shift it out wide, a bit of space. This is a flying start for the Koreans down the left-hand flank, and I think they could be in. Yes, they are. What a start for the Koreans under the sticks. Thank you very much.
Wow, straight out the blocks. Those guys are flying into it. 3 big offloads, and yeah, keeping the ball alive and showing that they're looking to attack early doors.
It's a very poor start by Taipei. They didn't follow up the kick, which I must say wasn't an amazing kick, but very lackluster defense, caught sleeping, and I think the pace on the ball from the Koreans certainly caught the Chinese Taipei team napping.
Yes, good.
I'm sure there'll be a few words under the post.
You've got 1
now
minute,
as they look to regroup and go again and make a better start of this first half.
It's very slick handling down the left-hand side of the pitch. What a start within a few seconds. Waiting for the formalities here. I think it should be an easy additional 2 points. There we go, 7-0 to South Korea. Just watching the body language and the energy of the Koreans, you can tell they're pumped up for this and looking to receive the kickoff now. I'm sure they'll have another attack. That's a better kick by the Chinese Taipei player.
Onside.
Returned with interest. Let's have a look and see how the counter-attack comes on now.
50-22. Get out, out.
Seems both teams happy to leave the ball on the field and contest.
Onside.
Interesting kick competition going on here. To be honest, not the best kicks that we've seen, and a bit of luck going the Koreans' way, bouncing off the uprights. And I think Chinese Taipei would settle things down. No, they haven't found touch. The ball is still in play. Let's have a look at South Korea having a go now. Straight down the middle of the pitch. There's some good footwork, linking up with the inside centre. It's a strong carry up the midfield by the tight head prop. Korea certainly came to play. They're looking to set up the Chinese Taipei team in the midfield and open things up around the back. Some poor handling in the midfield and a good turnover to Chinese Taipei. We'll look to capitalize on that mistake.
It's an important turnover and a good kick, finding some space in behind.
Solid under the high ball. Quite a frenetic start, the opening 3 minutes. I think some of the leaders within both teams would probably look to relay the message around the type of kicks that are coming in and perhaps the quality of those. A few straight down the middle with room for improvement on the kick chase. That's a great touch finder.
Korea probably just coming out on top slightly out of that kick battle. Found some good territory and be looking to defend this one and get the ball back.
Taipei here.
First throw of the dice here for Chinese Taipei. You'd expect them to have a go.
Taipei.
Looks like a shortened line out. They're rather slow in getting set. I'm sure the coach will have something to say about that.
Follow. Blue here.
Here we go. Interestingly, they've got their hooker standing outside of the 10. The hooker was a try scorer in the first game, as I mentioned, against Hong Kong, China. They've got their big ball carrying number 8, Lee. Oh, standing outside, but that's a turnover to Korea. Let's see how they make the most of this opportunity. Shifting the ball down to the right-hand side. There's a half break. The Koreans not shy to shift the ball out wide, and they seem to have found space again down that left-hand flank.
There's Korea back three, looking particularly threatening early on and happy to move the ball into those wide channels.
Absolutely, and that's a fantastic turnover by Chinese Taipei. The breakdown looked like it was in a bit of a mess, but they managed to get their hands on that, and they'll look to regain some territory now as they pump the ball into the Koreans' half, looking to make amends for that earlier line-out mishap.
Blue. Line. Here. Okay, good.
Chinese Taipei opting for a full line-out now. The centres are switching over. The 13 is moving into 12. Interesting. We'll see what that brings. I'd imagine they're looking to either shift it wide and... Well, here we go. It's a good win from Chinese Taipei. There we go. Shifting it wide, a little bit lateral. I would imagine that the Koreans would attack this breakdown, and they do incredibly well fighting on the floor, and it looks like they might have forced a turnover. Yes, they did. It's an excellent turnover for Korea. They've found some acres of space back in behind Chinese Taipei. The ball bouncing around within the 22. And that is a safe kick to touch. Definitely not one for the highlights reel. And I think Korea will take a lot of positives out of that. Absolutely dominating the collision and the breakdown. And some pretty lateral attacking by Chinese Taipei.
So your ball. Touch by your team.
Korea will be licking their lips now. Line out a couple of meters outside of Chinese Taipei's 22. They're opting for a short line out, and they've got some very big boys lining up outside of their fly half. What do we think, Ewan?
Yeah, first set piece. Be interesting to see what Korea do deep into the Taipei half.
And that's been sent miles up into the sky, taken very safely by the Korean right winger, Jin Yong Lee. Oh, that is a strong carry right up the guts, and a bit of footwork to go with it. And the offload. The Koreans are keeping this ball alive incredibly well. They're looking to link up, and this is going to be a fantastic try. Oh, no, it's not. The referee has brought them back for a forward pass. Now, that passage of play certainly would have made the highlights reel.
Yeah, just a bit unlucky there. Nine did really well to get his hands free and shift that ball wide, and they looked really threatening out wide.
They do indeed. That was a tremendous carry by Kim right up the middle, and he managed to keep that ball alive, fighting through the contact and getting the offload into his fiery number 9 partner.
Both teams will be hoping the set piece settles down a little bit. Chance for Taipei to clear their lines here off the scrum.
Well, it's safe to say it's been all Korea in the first 7.5 minutes. A couple of bumps and bruises, a few players receiving attention, and all of the players taking on plenty of fluids because, as I said earlier, it is roasting hot. Well, I think the front rows will be appreciating this break and this passage of play. The water boys are running on, making sure everyone's hydrated, while the Chinese Taipei player, apologies, receives some medical attention. I'm not too sure who that is. I haven't seen a number yet, but I hope he's okay. Very good medical services here at Kings Park, led by Lucy Clark, who's the head of medical for Hong Kong China Rugby. So I'm sure this player will be well looked after, and it's the halfback, Yu Chiao Hung, one of the star players for Chinese Taipei. He called the shots and ran everyone around quite nicely on Friday. He got his team into a couple of good positions, and it's great to see that he's received the magic sponge treatment and he's shook that off, and he seems to be on his feet, giving thumbs up and high fives now, and he's back in the mixer. So play can resume for the first scrum of the game, and this will be an interesting one because I haven't seen the stats, but I think the Koreans certainly have a few kgs advantage over the Chinese Taipei team. Chinese Taipei to feed the scrum on the 22-meter line.
8 in. Crouch. Bind. Boys, pre-game, I say we need gap. All right, so bind, we keep gap. All right, set, we close. Yes, whole piece. Sorry. Crouch.
Quite a bit of space left on the left-hand side here for Chinese Taipei to try and exploit. Koreans happy to give them that space, and they've won a free kick, which they take quickly. Some good attacking intent by the Chinese Taipei, and he brushes off the first tackle. He keeps going. That is an excellent run. Just needs to look for a bit of support, which he's still going. That is an outstanding break by the Chinese Taipei centre. Taipei looking to keep hold of the ball. Pick and go near side. And they've won a penalty. That's an outstanding outcome for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, straight off the back of a great break by Lee Guan Yu there. Felt like he was going to go all the way. And yeah, fantastic support play to keep the ball and possession deep in the 22.
Chinese Taipei backing themselves, kicking for the corner. That's landed a couple of meters just outside of the Korean try line. And you can really see the shift in confidence now with this Chinese Taipei team.
Okay, Sunny, back's yours, yeah? Watch. Wait.
Koreans opting not to contest the line out, instead looking to defend this maul, and it's a very strong driving maul by Chinese Taipei.
Get me the number, please.
Decent shape, and the referee's got his arm up for advantage, so here's a free shot for Chinese Taipei should they wish to take it.
Side entry.
Side entry is the call by the referee.
Side.
Chinese Taipei opting for another line out. What do you think they'll do here, Ewan?
Yeah, I think the same again if they can. Just Korea opting not to go up in the line out again, and a great set for Chinese Taipei to try and drive this over.
That's excellent shape by Chinese Taipei as they're inching their way forward within arm's reach, but not quite there. Referee's got his arm up again for another penalty, and this is going to be interesting. I think we may well be looking at a yellow, or at least a conversation with some stern words from the referee.
We have 2 penalties here already. First one, 3 side entry. Second one, 5 and 8 collapsing. Next
That's
one,
good pressure
we're
from
going to elevate.
Chinese Taipei,
So have a
and
word
they'll be
with your
looking to
team.
come away from
Stop the
here surely
penalties
with
here.
some points.
Yeah, no more penalties here. Understand?
I don't know if you could overhear the referee
Yeah, no more
instructing the
penalties.
captain of Korea that no more penalties,
Have a word with your
side
team.
entry, and I think it was sacking them all. So I'm pretty sure that Chinese Taipei will really try and squeeze
Captain, ready?
a bit more out of this,
Time on.
push it in the corner and have a crack, and hopefully third time lucky for their... Oh no, he's gone quickly. Caught us sleeping. And
One take.
they have lost possession there. That is a very, very poor decision, one has to say. Korea was well and truly under the pump there. Penalty warning from the referee, and Korea decided to take that quickly. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they'll be disappointed with that. They held up in the 22 off that break, and it really felt like they should have come away with some points. It was a great amount of pressure. They had 2 great sets with that driving maul, and it felt like the third one could have gone over or could have been worse for the Korea team.
Definitely could have had a missed opportunity, I feel, but they still have possession. Chinese Taipei with the line out just outside of Korea's 22. They're opting for the short line out again with their hooker, and then number 8 standing outside of the 10. They just about won that ball. And there's the ball carrying hooker. Straight up the guts, midfield. Quick recycling ball, but that's another poor pass. But Korea do have a penalty right in front of the sticks, and it's decision time for the captain.
High tackle.
Well, there's a lot of pointing going on. They've decided to go for the corner. It was certainly an easy 3 points available, but Chinese Taipei backing themselves and their line out and looking for third time lucky in this bottom left-hand corner against Korea.
Captain, penalties. No penalty.
It's an easy take at the front of the line out. Chinese Taipei shape up again. No surprise, they're looking to drive this over. Korea will be conscious of that penalty warning. They seem to be a little bit upright in their defence, and it looks like a side entry from the Korean player sacking the ball. And I believe it is. The referee's got his penalty advantage up for South Korea. This is a free shot again for Korea. Looking to link up out wide, a little bit lateral, but they found some space down the right-hand side, and that is a try for Chinese Taipei.
Time off.
Yuan Wu scores in the corner.
Time off.
And the referee is calling time off. I think he'd still like to have a word with the Koreans about some of their illegal antics at the mall.
That's good execution there from Chinese Taipei to have advantage off that line out, look to move the ball wide. Lee Guan Yu again looking dangerous at 13, holding the ball up well, and they get the finish in the corner.
And the referee has given away a yellow card as well, so that's a double blow. Not only do they score in the corner, but I think they've given a yellow card to the flanker for Korea, June Park. He's going to be spending 10 minutes in the naughty corner in the sin bin, and the clock for that sin bin starts now. I think that's good refereeing, and I don't think he actually had much. It wasn't a difficult decision there. 3 sack lineouts, and it's good to see Chinese Taipei backing their skill, throwing to the front and managing to milk the penalties. To get them into that position, but also very good execution, as you say, Yuan, to find space on the outside. And it looks like they have just nailed the conversion as well.
Yeah, it's a great kick there from Wei Hao Lin, adding the extras.
Well, we've got a game on our hands. It's a very good restart by Korea. Kick chase wasn't great. A solid carry up the middle by Chinese Taipei, but I think the Koreans are onto that. We'll scrum off. Oh. It was close to jackling over that and receiving the turnover, but it went the other way. It's a good result for Chinese Taipei as they look to regain some territory and push it into the Koreans' half. That's a poor kick.
He's
It's a
unlucky
real
to
coach
miss
killer, that one. The old spiral bomb return. That was a difficult one for the fullback to take, and what a bruising hit we have there. The Korean prop has driven him back a couple of meters and given away a penalty at the same time. Lin looking to make up for that missed touch finder, and he manages to find touch now, slow things down a little bit and revert back to their successful driving more.
White. Korea, one step left.
You don't see the old spiral bomb executed too well these days. That was a fantastic bomb with not much space for him to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a cruel tactic to play to any back three, and especially today when that sun's high in the sky, right in the eyes of the Chinese Taipei back three in this first half.
It's a good take by Chinese Taipei. They're looking to find some space again down the right-hand side. Some slick hands, and unfortunately not so slick at their breakdown work. A little bit slow over the ball. Korea doing exceptionally well there to latch on and win the penalty within their 22. It's a safe enough kick by Korea as they look to rebuild from their 10-meter line.
Yes, white line.
Korea opting for the short line out again, trying to bring their big boys into the play, lining up outside of 10. They certainly do have some big ball carriers who would like to impose themselves onto this game and take on the Chinese Taipei defense. That's a lovely take. Very slick. Here we go. Big bruising carry up the midfield by the tight head prop for Korea, Yong-Woong Chu. And Korea win the penalty off that for an offside by Chinese Taipei. I think they're probably a bit fortunate. There was a strong carry. Tend to lose their shape a little bit with the attempted dink over the top. I would have liked to have seen them try and build up a few phases before attempting that kick, unless of course he knew that they had advantage coming. That's a solid touch finder by Chan Hee Lee off his trusty left boot. He's driven the Chinese Taipei team fairly deep into their half, and it'll be a Korean line out on the 22-meter line. And watch out, we've got the big boys standing outside 10 again. I'm sure that Yong-Woong Chu and Yong Ying Yang would look to carry strongly, given the opportunity which they have been denied. And that's a scrum down to Chinese Taipei. Seems like a bit of a let-off there by Korea.
Yeah, that was great field position there for Korea to really launch an attack and push deep into the Chinese Taipei half. They'll be disappointed with that, and we'll be defending this scrum now.
Well, the last time that Chinese Taipei had a scrum, similar position in the pitch on the opposite side, though, they managed to go pretty much the length. Let's see if they'll have the same attacking intent, or if they'd like to slow things down and try and regain a bit of territory here.
They have a yellow card, so you drop. Yes, under 19, you drop. You drop. You have to go back. Okay. Yes, okay. Ready? Crouch. 5,
That is a big drive by the Korean team, and the referee has awarded a scrum reset to Chinese Taipei, but I think the Koreans will take a lot of confidence out of that. They pushed the Chinese Taipei team back a meter or so, and the props are high-fiving and thinking about pies after the game. So let's see if they have another crack at this Chinese Taipei team.
Crouch. Bind. Set. 1.5.
That's a solid scrum. Taipei managed to secure the ball, and they're having a crap from deep with inside there, 22. They found a bit of space on the outside, fairly soft defense coming in. That is a solid tackle by the Korean 13. He needs to roll away, and he does. Very good counter ruck coming in by Korea. The Chinese Taipei have managed to secure the ball for now. It's a strong carry up the middle by the Taipei hooker.
Wait! Ball is not out.
This Taipei team not scared to have a run and have a crack.
Wait.
Some solid defensive work by Korea, and they've won the break, the penalty at the breakdown. It all looked a little bit static after the initial line break by Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, Korea going in there hard and competing at every breakdown, trying to get their hands in, trying to win that space, and causing a lot of difficulty there for Chinese Taipei to hold on to the ball.
Okay, wait.
What do you think they're going to do from this penalty, Brian?
Well, they did point at the poles and change their mind, so they've nudged that down into the Chinese Taipei 22, and I think, you know, I think that Korea will probably try and just consolidate and try and pull a bit of this pressure and convert it into points, because they have looked strong. When they hang on to the ball, they're finding a bit of space. So I would imagine they're going to try and get one up on Chinese Taipei by showing what they can do at a driving ball and trying to flex it with their muscle.
Substitution, number 9.
Okay. For
9.
Substitution. Okay.
Looks like we have an injury here to number 9 from Chinese Taipei, Hung Yu Chiao.
That's a shame. He's an exciting player, and I think he's just been nursing that knock he took probably about 10 minutes ago, and the coaching staff have now made the decision to pull him off. It looks actually like a new injury. He seems to have hurt his leg. So we wish him a speedy recovery, and as I mentioned earlier, some fantastic care here in Hong Kong, led by Lucy Clark. But back to the rugby.
Okay. Yep, good. Okay, I watch good. Now it's good. Happy? Okay. Wait. Time on!
It's a solid take.
Wait!
By Korea. They drive fairly effortlessly towards Chinese Taipei's try line. If they can get the ball down, this looks like an inevitable 5 points, and it's far too easy for South Korea. They've done exceptionally well there to drive Chinese Taipei back over the line, and there's a lot of high fives and slapping around. Everyone's quite excited and pumped up, and a lot of smiles on faces, which is wonderful to see.
That's a great line out, and a very strong set. As soon as that ball got to the deck, they started moving, and it looked inevitable that they were going to cross the line there.
Very good decision to kick into touch and not take the 3 points. And that takes Korea up to 12 points with a kick to come, 12-7. Well, there's a couple of tired bodies out there. There's a few big boys trying to inhale as much water as they can. I think this Hong Kong heat has caught a few by surprise, particularly after a couple of strong scrums. Usual suspects in the front row gasping for air, but it'll be interesting to see how we go with this kick coming up from the left-footed kicker, Jan-hee Lee. His kicks for touch have been fairly solid. He's been striking the ball nicely in the warm-ups. And that's an excellent strike straight through the middle by Lee.
Leo, yellow card is returned.
Okay, thank you.
14-7. Korea leads Chinese Taipei.
把那个球吊在前面线前。
Korea looking to carry back strong and reset deep inside their 22. That was a good kickoff by Chinese Taipei. Oh, and pick up straight through the middle. That is a fantastic line break. Look at the big fella go, and he manages to offload. That is an outstanding passage of play by Korea, and they are going to score off the kickoff again, straight under the poles. My word. The loose head straight through the middle. Sungil Chloe will be putting that on his highlights reel, and will be bragging about that for the rest of his career and talking about it tonight. I think he deserves a slice of cake tonight.
Korea showing their intent again and making clean line breaks off that kickoff. Just catching Chinese Taipei off guard there, maybe expecting the kick. And again, as we watch this back, we'll see number 9 there following up with that link play. Brilliant offload. And great support play by the back 3 and their big number 8.
What an athlete Choi is, charging down the middle with a huge smile on his face. The formalities to come now. 2 points on offer directly in front of the sticks, but that's disappointing from Chinese Taipei's point of view. They've scored 2 off the kickoff. Just caught napping a wee bit there, but my word, the Koreans know how to keep the ball alive and play off each other.
40 more seconds.
Choi is still smiling, and he's delighted with that effort there. He's absolutely pumped up, and the extra points have been added. 21-7, Korea lead Chinese Taipei.
35 minutes. Now we still got 9 minutes. Yes.
凶一点，台步一点，快上来啊！
现在你是队长是吗？是。Okay.
Right, let's see if Chinese Taipei can sort out this kickoff defense. There's another missed tackle off the kick. Strong carry back by Chinese Taipei, sorry, by Korea. And Korea finding space down the outside channel once again. Great break by the fullback, linked up nicely. And these Koreans certainly do keep the ball alive. And there is another try off the kickoff. That is a fantastic try. It's almost too easy for the Koreans finding space down that left-hand flank. Slip tackle on the middle, and doesn't the fullback do well to link up? And look at how these Koreans keep the ball alive. That is a wonderful try by the fly half, Jan-hee Lee.
Yeah, Jae Young Song there, the 15, who's the danger man, linking up well and finding the edge. Like Brian said, a great score there by Jan-hee Lee. He's about to add the extras.
Kind of feel that Chinese Taipei need to mix things up off the kickoff now, because that's 3 tries coming straight after the kickoff. I think some stern words need to be thrown around under the poles, or at least at half-time.
45 more seconds.
And the The extras have been added quite comfortably. 28-7, Korea lead Chinese Taipei. Having a look at the body language here, the two teams, I think halftime can't come soon enough for Chinese Taipei. Whereas you look at the Koreans, they're absolutely buzzing to get their hands on the balls.
Captain, make sure your chasers behind the kicker, yeah? Backwards.
That's a better option. Good carry up the middle, and off goes the big prop once again. His second line break of the day. Korea recycling that ball quickly. Strong carry over the gain line as they're looking to get to the edge down that left-hand flank where they've found a lot of space. Previously, a fantastic offload by Korea. Chinese Taipei defense slow and getting back. There's a wonderful crossfield kick. Is it going to land? Well, I thought there was enough on that. Perhaps the sun went into the eyes of Jin Yong Lee, but that was some very good game management by the Korean fly half Lee.
Again, Korea making that break off the kickoff. And their offload game coming into play again. They're extremely strong and powerful on the ball, and when they keep that ball alive, they look extremely threatening.
Sungul Choi is having a fantastic game. The loose head prop with a couple of line breaks straight up the middle.
Sorry. Okay, let's go.
Chinese Taipei now have an opportunity to win some ball with the line out on their 22-meter line. It's a nice clean take at the front.
50-22.
A spiral torpedo straight down the middle of the pitch. Chinese Taipei have found some space, but there's a lot of time for Korea to send that back.
Wait.
Chinese Taipei looking to find a bit of space, shift the ball wide and pump it down the right-hand side. This is well covered by the left wing for Korea, who opts for a, I would say, a spiral bomb, or was he looking for touch there? Either way, it was an awkward one for the Koreans, for the Chinese Taipei players to take. What they found a bit of space. That's fantastic bit of footwork. He's linking up nicely. Go on. This will be a cracking try for Chinese Taipei, who respond with a bit of interest. That is a wonderful try, managing to keep the ball alive. Fantastic bit of footwork, linking up nicely and scoring under the post.
There's some great support play at that right-hand side. It was a good kick from Korea. It seemed difficult to deal with, but the Chinese Taipei back three dealt with it really well. Got on the front foot, made that half break, and then the support on the inside did really, really well to follow him through, and to an excellent finish there with the handoff.
That was a great step to avoid covering tackle, and a wonderful try there for Yu Xian Lee. And the 2 points have been added, so the score now 28-14, Korea lead Chinese Taipei, and that was just what Chinese Taipei needed after leaking those earlier tries from the kickoff. So it looks like Korea is looking to slow things down a little bit. They're trotting back slowly to the halfway line to take the kick. The referee may want to speed things up a wee bit here, but a few minutes left before half-time. And wouldn't it be good to see Chinese Taipei get within one score before half-time?
Right in front of flag. I know he's not chasing, but he still needs to be behind the kicker.
It's a lot of height on the kick from Lee.
Backwards.
Chinese Taipei managed to hang on to the ball and send it straight down the middle of the pitch. Danger man Yao Yong Song sends it back with interest.
Thank you.
And that's well handled by the back three from Chinese Taipei.
Both teams happy to leave the ball on the field and both looking to kick long.
Out.
Strong carry by Chinese Taipei.
Cycler leave.
Good bit of line speed by the Koreans, putting Chinese Taipei under pressure, but they managed to hang on to the ball and recycle nicely. There is a bit of space here for Chinese Taipei. They're looking to square up. But some solid cover defense coming in from Korea, bundling the Chinese Taipei player into touch. But that was very promising play by Chinese Taipei, who seemed to find a bit of confidence and are really rolling the dice here leading into halftime.
Okay.
It's interesting play from both teams, leaving the ball on the field, and Chinese Taipei coming out on top both times with their counter-attack, breaking tackles, offloads, and really threatening the Korea line.
That was a very strong carry by Yu-Sing Liu. After scoring that try earlier, his confidence is high.
Let's go. Okay.
Looking to run it back and bump players off.
6.
Korea's line out, a couple of meters inside there, 22. Go towards the back. That's a halftime whistle or hooter in the background.
Up.
And Korea driving it just outside their 22. Pull it back and kick it out on the full, and that will be halftime. So, Ewan, seen some fantastic tries. What do you think? Pick of the bunch.
When it come down,
it's been an interesting half. Korea have looked extremely dangerous, especially off those kickoffs. Chinese Taipei will be looking to regroup and fix that area in the second half. But again, Chinese Taipei have stayed in the game, especially through their counter-attack, and both teams are looking very threatening with ball in hand.
Absolutely, some very strong carries by Korea up the midfield, particularly by their big boys, managing to find quite a bit of space down that left-hand side. And I think some of the words thrown around the Chinese Taipei camp will be about sorting out their defense off their kicks, particularly their kickoffs, because they've leaked 3 tries from the kickoff. Halftime score, 28 Korea, Chinese Taipei 14. Some fantastic tries in that first half. I think we saw 6 tries in total, and we're going to have a look at the highlights coming up now. Stay tuned. And while we wait for those highlights, for me, the highlight of that first half was watching the Korean loose head prop taking names and making loads of line breaks, particularly up the middle. I think one of them is probably made about 30 or 40 yards up the middle, managed to offload, and that led to a fantastic try by South Korea. As promised here, the highlights from the first half. I mean, straight off the kickoff, Korea scored down the left-hand side, keeping the ball alive, and some fantastic handling to get them in within 20 seconds of the match. Just the start they were after.
Number 6.
6 wide, thank you.
Great to see Chinese Taipei strike back. after squeezing a few penalties, some slick hands by the backs, finding a bit of space. A try by the right winger, Yusion. Korean team getting a chance to really exert some pressure and squeeze the Chinese Taipei team. This was all too easy for them with their pushover try.
Korea scoring a couple of tries in quick succession. A lot of pressure off that kick-off and driving maul again coming into play.
One more minute.
And those were the try highlights from the first half. Some fantastic tries scored. We've seen 6 tries. Join us for the second half. Coming up in a few minutes. Korea lead Chinese Taipei 28-14 in this Asian Rugby Championship Under-19 match here at Kings Park, Hong Kong. We'll be back in a few minutes. Well, that first half was action-packed. We saw 6 tries. First half seemed to fly by, and reminder that we only play 35 minutes here for under-19 ARC matches. Both teams are back on the pitch, fired up. They've had a few stern words by their captains and their coach, and I'm sure they're going to fire into each other. All to play for here in the second half.
Rick, ready?
Ready. It's okay.
Teams are ready, and Korea send it into Chinese Taipei's first half, and that's an early error by Chinese Taipei. A knock-on and an offside leading to a penalty. Now that is a complete coach killer. The Koreans are quite excited, frantically pointing towards the uprights. And it looks like they'll be having a shot here with the T-boy running on, trying to take it beyond the 2 tries lead that they have. Ewan, what do you think of that?
It's a tough start. It's not the way that Chinese Taipei would have liked to start this second half. They can regroup now and yeah, start fresh.
Chang Hee Lee has been very consistent off the tee. I'm sure he'd fancy his chances at this one.
30 more seconds.
Glorious day here in Hong Kong. Skyscrapers in the background. And Korea make no mistake there. Send it straight through the uprights and into the car park. Another 3 points added to the score. Korea comfortably in front, 31-14.
Yeah, our man to watch, Chan Hee Lee. Very dangerous ball in hand and off the floor as well.
Chinese Taipei with the sandwich approach.
Kicked out by blue, it's going to be white ball.
Kicked out by blue, it is going to be white ball. If you can overhear the referee.
Kick out by blue.
It's Korea's line out, just inside their half. Chinese Taipei looking to mix things up with a little pink over as a kick, and it was a little bit messy. Caught the Koreans by surprise, but Korea have got the throw-in, and they're opting for a short line out again, sending their big ball carriers, all 3 of them, outside the fly half. Throwing towards the back of the line out. That's a great take, although it was not straight.
In and out.
No, it was straight.
Scrum half come in and out, in and out.
The referee's description here is a scrum half started in and then dropped out. So technical infringement there. And Chinese Taipei looking to capitalise by opting for the scrum. It looks like there's been a couple of changes at half-time. Ewan with replacement hookers on the pitch for both the teams. It's looking like Min Zhao Gao coming on for Chinese Taipei.
I say hold, stop push.
Min Tiak Ho coming on for Korea.
Crouch.
Let's see how they go in the battle of the front row.
Chinese Taipei will be looking to get a foothold into this second half with a good set piece just inside the Korea half.
It's a solid scrum by Korea. Chinese Taipei looking to shift the ball wide, some decent hands, finding a bit of space down the left-hand upright. Solid contact and collision there by Korea, who have managed to hold the player up, trying to milk the choke penalty unsuccessfully. Chinese Taipei keep the ball alive, and there is a penalty advantage going the way of Chinese Taipei.
Wait. Number 6, leave tackle above the horizontal. Land on
I
shoulder.
think they'll be pleased with that. First chance in the second half to get some field position, some slick handling between 9-10, and they forced the penalty.
Number 6,
What do you think they're going to do here, Brian?
Oh, and there's it looks like a yellow card turning into a red card. A bit of clarity on that one, but I believe he was lifted above the horizontal, and the referee has sent
Time on.
players into the sin bin. Is that
A second
his
yellow.
Yeah, it's a second yellow card for lifting above the horizontal, turned into a red card. So Korea will be playing with 14 men for the rest of the match. You can see by his reaction there, he immediately knew that he was in the wrong and he lifted the player up. The referee was quick to send him off. And this is a positive start by Chinese Taipei, who are driving towards the Koreans' try line. They're making some good meterage here. They seem to be over the line. It looks like they might be held up. There's a lot of celebrations. The referee is on the spot and he agrees that they were held up. So the Koreans are delighted with that result, that defensive effort. There's a lot of whooping and hollering in the background, and they're quite pleased with that. But that was a wonderful defensive
I got the
set
grounding,
by
but
Korea.
if you got held up first, then.
I got held up first, then a double.
Okay.
I think that's a tough call there. I think the AR, Sunny Lee, stepping in to say that she could see grounding. Maybe on a double movement there with the ref coming back for a goal line dropout.
It's interesting, that would have been just what South Korea needed, striking back after the red card incident. Chinese Taipei a little bit indecisive there. Still keep the ball. They have a chance now. They're within Korea's 22-meter line and looking to attack up the middle. Not adding an awful lot of power to these carries, and it was quite an easy turnover at the end for Korea, just not winning the collisions at all. The Chinese Taipei looked a little bit lateral, some single runners, one-out runners, and Korea very, very strong defensively and over the ball on the breakdown.
It's going to be a big test for Korea this half now, with a man down in the pack, but very, very strong over the ball there. Oh, just as he misses touch.
Out!
Oh, there's a chance for Korea attacking at pace. Looking to counter. I do like how the Koreans keep the ball alive just before they go to ground. Solid tip on play by the Koreans, who've landed awkwardly, and this should be there for the referee. Just in front of the sticks now. What do you do here, Ewan?
I don't know, it'll be interesting. I think Korea have definitely had the advantage when they've gone to the corner. They're now obviously a man down, a couple of scores ahead. Do they take that scoreboard, keep ticking over, or do they push it deep into the Chinese Taipei 22?
Big decisions for their captain.
No, that one is okay, not above horizontal. Yeah, that one's 6, clearly above horizontal.
Fine. It was not lifted above the horizontal. They'll have a penalty in front of the posts.
Time on, sideline, time on.
Looks like he's pointing towards the uprights, and they're going to have a shot at 3. Keep the scoreboard ticking over, as you say.
No, 6 is the one who lifts the leg.
Clock down, because they are a man down.
First one
for the
is
rest
him,
of the
second
game.
one is 6.
With the red card
6 is the last one
to
to
Jude
tackle.
Park. Change in goal kicker here for Korea, with Jin Yong Lee having a shot now. And he's nailed that kick quite easily. So Korea seem to have quite a few options as goal kickers. And maybe that's one of their tactics, just trying out a few of their kickers to see how they handle the pressure and perform in these big matches. Now that's a bit of a blow for Chinese Taipei. Scoreboard ticking over 34 to Korea 14. Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei to kick off. And it looks like Taipei are going to make a few changes as well, with exciting young player Wang ready to get on the pitch. A strong carry by Korea. Sets it up just inside Korea's 22. And Korea playing with confidence, offloading, carrying strong, bumping boys off. And it's my good old mate, the Lucet prop, on a barnstorming run up the middle again. He's having an absolute blinder today.
And this is an area that Chinese Taipei were looking to tighten up in this second half. Again, Korea looking very threatening off the kick-off. They're definitely focusing on those areas to launch their attack and coming out with a penalty here.
Yes, solid intent from Korea, even with a man down, looking to have a run from their 22, linking up nicely, some strong carries. If you compare that to some of the attacking play that we've seen from Chinese Taipei, we've been a little bit lateral. Korea certainly not shy from the contact, looking to bring it up the middle. And another very strong carry from Sungul Koi. Korea in the driving seat now, with an attacking platform to launch from. It's Chinese Taipei's 10-meter line. A couple of more changes coming on for Chinese Taipei, with number 19, Ziyun Zhen, coming on the pitch. And it looks like Bo Xuang Wang is on for Chinese Taipei as well. And off is Cheng Chi Li, the second row for Chinese Taipei. That's a solid take by Korea, bringing the big boys up the middle with a lovely little tip pass straight over the gain line. Strong carry, although he's landed awkwardly, manages to place and recycle that possession to Korea, who find their fly half. They run out the back, but that's an unforced error. Good defensive set by Chinese Taipei, who are looking to capitalize on that mistake. Good offload, keeping the ball alive. And the new man who's just come on the pitch, number 23, Bo Xuang Wang, clamps on that ball.
White offside.
Thank you.
Penalty advantage to Chinese Taipei for a high shot, and they win the penalty. Replacement scrum half. Wu thinks about taking the quick one and then thinks better.
Some crafty scrum half play there from Wu, just milking that penalty from the retreating Korea player, and allows them to kick deep into the Korea half and hopefully build some pressure.
That's good passage of play from Chinese Taipei. They're quite patient in their defence, managed to force the offload, force the turnover, and then when they had possession, they did push a couple of offloads and keep the ball alive, which is nice to see. So a good touch finder as well from the penalty, and a nice attacking platform for Chinese Taipei to have a go here at the Koreans. 22-meter line out. They've opted for the full line out, and let's see if their driving game comes into play. That's been sacked quite easily by Korea. Off to the backs with Chinese Taipei looking to spread it wide. The new man Wu having a crack again. Back up onto his feet. Strong carry. Recycled down the blind side, and they're finding some space. That's a good piece of attacking play, and Chinese Taipei are in the corner. Oh, they were in the corner, now they're under the sticks. That is a very good try by Yu Xian Liu, who gets a second of the game. And that was very well worked, particularly because the line out didn't get much momentum. It was sacked pretty early. The impact player, Wang, carried strong up the middle. The replacement scrum half, Wu, was around the corner very quickly, and they just caught the Korean defense napping. They weren't quick enough to fold around, and Chinese Taipei found some space down that left-hand side, and a second try coming in for Liu.
And that's just what was needed from Chinese Taipei there, with a couple of replacements coming on after the red card, looking to get that scoreboard moving and keep the game in reach. And yeah, great finish down the left-hand side. They'll be looking to add the extra 2 and keep building off the kick-off here.
Well, been a lot of action here this afternoon. Scoreboard is ticking over. 34 Korea, 21 to Chinese Taipei. And it looks like it'll be all to play for on Saturday as Hong Kong China Rugby take on South Korea, 8 p.m. at Hong Kong Football Club. Entry is free. 8 p.m. kickoff. Come on down and support the team. Get stuck into a couple of cold ones and watch the Under-19 ARC Championship. That is a fantastic kick by Korea. Came down with a bit of snow on it. Good kick. Chase as well, and a solid tackle coming in from the Koreans. Chinese Taipei looking to have a run from within their 22. Sends it long, and Korea now looking to counter-attack.
50-22.
Well, no one wanted that one.
Knock on by blue. Knock on by blue.
Knock on by blue. I'd say Korea probably wouldn't be too pleased with the length on that up and under. It was the right option to put it up. Execution was slightly off, but they were fortunate in the fact that Chinese Taipei knocked it on, and Korea now have a chance to pack down a couple of meters inside Chinese Taipei's half.
That's a little bit fortunate there for Korea, and they'll be glad that they've got a second chance at this one. Chinese Taipei defending well, but unlucky not to gather that kick.
Yes, okay, good. Okay, good.
Let's see how the scrum holds up now. One man off the pitch for Korea. They've opted to keep a full complement in the backs. So I'd imagine they're going to look to attack down the blind channel here. It's a quick ball, 9 to quick away from the base. And Korea found some space. It's a solid run. Bumping boys off down the right-hand touchline. And that is a wonderful counter-ruck, although it looked like it might have been illegal. The referee's arm came out. A bit of a dead duck down the sideline there, but Korea seemed to have somehow managed to keep hold of possession, keep the ball alive. Some fancy footwork.
Tackle release.
And Korea have retained possession and look to recycle through the 9. I really like the interlinks between some of the forwards playing here, but that was probably one push of the pass too many as the referee brings them back to the penalty advantage on the far right-hand side.
Blue player injury.
Again, that's a great break down the right-hand side there from Yun Tak Hwang. He's looked dangerous all game in the scrum hat, and he's made an incising run down the right.
He has, and I think the heat's really starting to show now. There's a couple of bumps and bruises coming in. A few of the players down, stretching their calves, hands on the knees.
Okay.
There's a few injuries that are being dealt with at the moment from the Chinese Taipei team. But while we've been talking, there's been a couple other replacements coming on.
Number 2 off.
Number 2.
Number 2 for blue.
Blue, yeah.
Blue 2 is off, I believe.
Number 6 blood.
Yuan, big ball carrier for Chinese Taipei, so that'll be a bit of a loss of firepower for them. Number 18 is coming on for Chinese Taipei, Chun Ho Yang. It looks like the lucid prop may well be coming back on for Chinese Taipei, but here we go.
Oh, they clash hit.
Clash of heads, bit of friendly fire.
Rick, only
Two
one
players
side.
looking to make a dominant collision, double man hit on Korea, and they've caught each other on the head, and there's a bit of claret there which will get cleaned up on the side. They'll be well looked after here by the medical team.
Hold on,
I'm
1
sure
minute.
they'll make sure that these players are fit to return to the pitch after they've been checked by the medics.
2 is off for blood bin, yeah?
As I said, Lucy Clark and her team do a fantastic job making sure that everyone's fit and healthy and ready to play. The players enjoying this break. Looks like the Chinese Taipei team are retreating towards the try line to try and find an inch of shade. Good luck finding any of that here at Kings Park.
And it looks, just whilst we wait for this break to resume, that Jin Yong Lee is about to step up and have another crack at goal.
Yeah,
correct.
Yes, looks like the tee's on the pitch already, Ewan, as you say, and Jinlong is looking to add to his points tally for the day.
Shot, right?
The referee has called for time
Shot.
to be resumed, and he indicates that Korea will have a shot at goal, as Korea look to really squeeze the Chinese Taipei team and look another 3 points out of them. 34 to 21 with 3 points pending. Well, not the best strike. Pushed it off to the left-hand side, and I think he'll be disappointed with that. Chinese Taipei look to take the 22 quick.
Into the hands of the danger man.
No hands, blue, off feet.
He's looked very sharp today, hasn't he? Quick recycling by Korea. Getting over the game line all too easily.
Leave it, blue.
Managing to secure possession. Forwards linking up
No
nicely.
hands, blue, off feet.
Looks like there's a Chinese Taipei player over the ball, but illegally done so according to the referee. Now there'll be another opportunity here for Korea to consolidate and take another crack at goals, and it looks like the fly half has put his hand up and said, I'll be taking that one, thank you very much. Chang Hee Lee taking control of the game and looking to add another 3 points to Korea's score. It was a smart play by Korea, run the clock down with the man off the pitch, take points when they're on offer, and it gives the big boys a chance to drink some water.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and it looks like they're using that full minute there. And the number 10 off the left-hand side, actually, in his weaker side, let's say. But this one about 15 meters off the touchline, 22 meters out.
Oh dear, both kickers struggling there. That's a rare miss if we're talking about how well he was striking them in the warm-up and earlier in this game. I think Korea will be very disappointed in that. Those points were certainly a lot easier an option for them than the previous three, but a rare mistake by the Korea fly half. He has an opportunity now to make up for it as Korea look to send it back along, the end over end kick, an awkward one for Chinese Taipei to take, and they don't. Ball finds a bit of rubber crumb, and Chinese Taipei are looking to attack from deep. The boys not shy to throw this ball around, and there was a fantastic shot by the Korean who drives it into touch. Good to see a big solid collision.
White, number 5.
White 5.
It looks like Korea are happy for this game to slow down and really control the territory in this second half. Scoreboard in their advantage, but have a man down.
Korea 5.
Interesting to see if Chinese Taipei can launch any attack from deep.
A couple of changes coming in with Jae Yok Choi coming on for Kim, second row for Korea. Kim's had a good day out there. I think he's carried pretty strong. He's been solid with his line-out takes. He's put in a few shots, so good to see. He looks like he's a bit tired and he deserves a nice cold drink on the side of the pitch. Maybe a nice pack to cool down, but that's a solid take by Korea. Dummy off the floor. Looking again to bring in their big ball carrying tight 5 forwards into the match outside of 10. Recycling around and whipping down that blind side, finding a bit of space. Korea fortunate there, forced the offload, but they do have advantage for a knock-on by Chinese Taipei. Some solid carries up the midfield. And Chinese Taipei looking to string some defensive sets together, while Korea looking to strike
Take a roll away.
straight through the middle. The breakdown's a bit of a mess, and the referee's had enough of that. Hands out with another penalty bang in front of the uprights.
Leave it.
I don't think they needed to give away that penalty, to be fair. They weren't really under too much defensive pressure, and it was a lazy sort of decision, I think, to go for that. And it looks like the man of the moment, the fly half, Chang Hee Lee, wants to redeem himself after that last missed penalty opportunity, as he looks to point to the uprights and take another 3 on offer. What do you think, Ewan?
I think Korea are definitely in the driving seat here, controlling territory, maybe just frustrating Chinese Taipei a little bit with this possession and territory deep in their own half. Again, Korea will be happy just to run the clock down here, take the full minute and stay deep in the Chinese Taipei half.
Oh dear.
Looked a good strike, but just pushed over to the left there, hitting the post.
Very good strike. Shame they didn't follow up with a decent kick chase. Someone needs to get that tee off the pitch. And it looks like Chinese Taipei have managed to hold on to the ball for now, but there's a strong counter-up coming from Korea. They may well have turned that over. Yes, I think they have. And they've got advantage. So there's another penalty going away at the Koreans. Now, I think Korea really need to try and squeeze a bit of pressure here. A few players are pointing towards the post, but considering the fact that the tee's already on the pitch, they're probably going to have another crack at that. See if it's third time lucky for Chang Hee Lee.
Yeah, it's an interesting tactic, and they're sticking with it. I think some of these guys on the edge are pretty keen to catch the ball and have a run. They've been starved of ball a little bit late in this second half.
Yeah, it's an interesting call. I mean, if you look at the body language of the players now, you know, Chinese Taipei are a bit despondent, hands on knees, even with
there's too many penalties
one-man advantage. They're just giving away far too many penalties, and I'm sure
so they are going for the ball,
damn ball's going to open up soon enough if Korea can keep applying that pressure. A little bit stop-start for them at the moment, opting for the penalty again. Tees on the pitch, as I say. So the decision's been made to have a crack at it. Now the fly half really needs to step up and nail this kick.
Sandy, I want to double check the Chinese Taipei on the ground is number 6.
Wait. Time off, I let you know.
Taipei players action.
Okay, I will tell them. Okay. Yes.
Oh, there's a break and play. A few players receiving medical attention.
Oh, because
drinking water. A reminder that Korea take on Hong Kong China Rugby this Saturday at Hong Kong Football Club. 8 p.m. kickoff. Entry is free. Come along and support the team in the Under-19 ARC Championship.
That's why it's a yellow card. And then because he had yellow card before that, so 2 yellow cards, 1 red.
56 minutes gone. It's all been Korea in the second half, 34-21. They'll have a chance to add another 3 points when play resumes. Reminder that Korea do have a man given a red card, 2 yellows. Second yellow was for a tip tackle, turned into a red. They'll see how the rest of the second half with a man down, playing with 14 men.
Chinese Taipei taking advantage of this stoppage to bring Cheng Hee Fan into the fold. Outside back coming on, hoping to make a difference late in the second half.
Shot. 队长不可以有什么动作，可以吗？够有时候。对，因为是 penalty kick， 他们不可以动。那我说一下。可以。
And make no mistake, managed to add the 3 points to the Korean scoreboard. Chang Hee Lee finding the radar this time, extending Korea's lead 37-21 with 56 minutes gone.
Chance for Chinese Taipei to find a bit of field position in the Korea half, something they've struggled to gain in the last 15 minutes or so.
Oh, Korea carrying strong straight up the middle. That is an athletic run. Look at the footwork on the big number 8, still looking to find some support. Links up nicely with his support runner, and they find a bit of space down their right-hand side, but that was a really solid run by
advantage.
Hook Choi, who's already scored a cracking try today.
Yeah, the big man terrorising the Chinese Taipei defence there off kickoff again.
Tackle, leave it.
The Korean version of Dwayne Vermeulen, straight up the guts. That's a wild pass. Coming down the left-hand side to the live wire. Wang running into his own man. Korea had the advantage. They'll be going back for another penalty, but that was a fantastic run up the middle by the powerhouse Choi, who's had a fantastic game so far today. Has been a little bit stop-start here, and I'd like to see Korea up the tempo a little bit here. A few of the forwards walking towards the breakdown. Scrum feed going Korea's way. A couple of subs have made their way onto the pitch. A bit of energy, fresh legs. Let's see if we can get the ball in their hands and they can do something. Open up this defence.
The danger man, Jae Young Song, out here in the wide channel, looking excited, looking like he wants the ball.
He has looked very good today.
Fine.
Quite congested in the Korean midfield with the blind winger coming across.
Wait.
Solid scrum. And Chinese Taipei managed to disrupt. That was a cheeky little scrum half play, putting his foot in front. Solid collisions, but not completing the tackle, and Korea managed to hold on to the ball. Forwards linking up nicely, pulling it out the back to the fly half, and another strong carry by one of the tight forwards for Korea. Oh, solid defensive set coming in. Textbook tackle by Chinese Taipei, driving the Koreans back. Another tip play by Korea. They're keeping the ball alive nicely, but I must say Chinese Taipei defense is holding up and they're looking solid.
No advantage. Not
the
here.
referee has called them back.
White number 8.
White.
Referee's called it back for a scrum infringement, I think, or a knock-on. And Korea are making a change. Number 20 is coming on the pitch. He's also a big unit. Jisop Lee, I think he's coming on for the big ball carrying number 8. Who's had a fantastic game, Jin Yuk Choi. But Korea have an opportunity to attack again from a right-hand scrum. After the Chinese Taipei replacement scrum half, Wu managed to disrupt their last attempt. The Korean backs eagerly waiting for the ball. If the big boys up front will give it to them.
Free kick.
Hold
your weight.
That was a positive defensive set from Chinese Taipei, throwing in some big shots and repeating that effort. I think they're fired up for this last 10 minutes of the game as well.
Set. Free kick. White.
And that defensive set's been rewarded. Bit of luck. Early engagement from Korea sees a short arm awarded to Chinese Taipei, who opt to take the scrum.
Interesting call, but maybe trying to use that one-man advantage they have in the scrum there to go looking for a penalty, perhaps.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold. Hold.
Chinese Taipei managed to hang on to the ball, get that out the scrum, and they're finding a little bit of space on the right hand upright. Right hand flank, apologies. They secure ball. It's a bit of a mess at the breakdown, but they've hung on to it. Solid carry up the middle.
No hands.
So far, Korea's defense standing strong. Another strong carry up the middle. Unfortunately, forced the offload, and that's a turnover. Korea's ball. Chinese Taipei will be disappointed with that. Oh, and South Korea with the leg drive. That is a very good carry forwards, linking up nicely with the backs. They look very well drilled, this Korean team. Oh, and it looks like a Chinese Taipei player is on the ball, and yes, he is. Solid as you like. That was a brilliant turnover. His team was pretty stretched defensively. Chinese Taipei with the penalty. Well spotted by the referee. Chinese Taipei now have a chance to catch their breath and try and claw back some territory.
There's some lovely interplay there from Korea, especially some of the big men with some soft hands.
Leo substitution.
Donghyun Bae in the
Wide
middle
number one,
with a lovely
number two.
little offload.
Yeah, they look very well-trained team. I think they've played quite a bit of rugby together as well, perhaps at club level, because they are feeding off each other nicely, and it's good to watch. Now let's see if Chinese Taipei can take advantage of this one-man overlap that they have on the pitch.
Substitution complete.
The line out just inside the Koreans' half. A few more changes coming on. Looks like there's an injury to the Chinese Taipei player. They brushed it off, and number 8, Choi-Min Lee, has shaken off that blow from earlier, and he joins the back of the line out. I don't think they'll be throwing to him. He looks a little bit all over the shop at the moment.
Right, one step right.
Korea looking to contest at the front here. Malaysia come away, sorry, Chinese Taipei come away with it. It was messy, but they keep possession. Forwards in play nicely, and that was a strong carry by the tight head prop. Shung-Yan Lee bumping off the Korean 10. This is much better from Chinese Taipei, looking to stretch the defense. In comes the don't argue by the fly half.
Wide, leave it.
Lovely tip on. Unfortunately left his colleague out to dry with a huge tackle coming in there. Korea driving Chinese Taipei off the ball. Looks like they've made a turnover thanks to that dominant collision. It's all Korea though, finding space down the right hand upright. Good footwork by the Korean fullback who's been on fire today.
Backwards by blue.
Keeping the ball alive. This is very promising, exciting rugby by Korea. Zhu Wei, what a try that is. They must have been watching Fiji at the Sevens last weekend. Try has been awarded, and that is a fantastic, fantastic try by the replacement back, Hai Chi Chun. But it all came from some pretty smart footwork by Jong Yong Song, who's been a real danger man for Korea today, Ewan.
Yeah, he has, and it was a big turnover from Korea, and kept the ball in hand, put a couple of passes on, and yeah, they were just too strong, too threatening, too dangerous for the Chinese Taipei defence there. Some great feet, kept the ball alive, and a great finish in the corner.
That was like something you'd see in the World 7 Series. Don't forget to buy your tickets at Cathay HSBC Hong Kong Sevens, 5th to 7th of April. Tickets are live on the HongKong7s.com website. It's a difficult kick coming up for Chan Hee Lee off his left foot. Looks like he just got underneath that, didn't quite have the legs to make it all the way. A fairly decent strike, but the score remains 42 to Korea 21. Chinese Taipei, and that was some really exciting enterprising rugby by the Koreans.
Just now we have some off-the-ball stuff. We've only got 3 more minutes. It's been a good game. So
reminder, these are 35-minute halves, so we only have about 4 minutes left.
On the game. Yes, thank you.
Looks like it's going to be quite comfortable for Korea here, unless Chinese Taipei can turn things around and try and regain possession and apply some pressure onto the Koreans. Solid defense set off the kickoff. Korea happy to have a run and bump their way over one of the Chinese Taipei players. Korea happy to stick with their tactic of kicking the ball and keeping it on pitch, kicking it straight down the middle. Chinese Taipei running nicely down the left-hand flank. Looking to find a bit of space. This is better from Chinese Taipei. Great carry up the middle. Get the big boys involved. Looking to recycle quickly and just about hung on to it.
Some space here if they can move the ball.
Good line speed by Korea, forcing Chinese Taipei back in field. Quick recycling. It's all a little bit too lateral from Chinese Taipei, although they're finding a bit of space on the outside, not gaining too many meters, but at least they've kept hold of the ball.
White, leave it.
Solid counter ruck coming in from Korea. Illegally done so though from the side. Referee awards the penalty to Chinese Taipei. Well, I think we'll be fairly pleased with that attacking set. They didn't make an awful lot of yards, but they managed to hold on to the ball and showed some attacking intent and some decent shape in their attack.
Some big carries down the middle, some big shots going in late into this game.
Blue number 8.
Blue 8. Bahao.
Couple of replacements. Chinese Taipei, second row. Cheng Chi Lee coming back on the pitch for Chung Ming Lee. He'll be having a breather. He was receiving some medical attention earlier, so I think he just needs a rest. Off he goes. And Chinese Taipei looking to attack Korea with the line out on their 22. Nice line out take. Plays off the top. Found a bit of space down the right-hand side. A good defensive set by Korea. Sees them still force the offload from Chinese Taipei. That's disappointing for Taipei. Very calm defense, solid defense by Korea, who didn't look threatened. Pushed off well and made their tackles and forced the turnover. A couple of minutes remaining. 42 to Korea, 21 to Chinese Taipei.
14.
Should be last play soon. Should be soon.
Reminder that Korea take on Hong Kong, China this Saturday at Hong Kong Football Club, 8 p.m. kickoff. Entry is free. Come along and support Hong Kong, China against Korea.
Hold your weight. Don't push early. Crouch. Fine. Hold. You are loose head. You go under. You go on top. 你是下面，他是上面。Crouch. Bind. Set.
Korea looking to have a go from deep within their 22. Some fantastic offloading skills. They've kept this ball alive really well, and they found a bit of space down the right-hand side. A couple of soft tackles coming in from Chinese Taipei, meaning Korea is getting over the gain line incredibly easily, and off goes the big fella straight down the middle. Wow, is that a 14 on his back or a 16?
Under offside.
Very good play by Korea, running it from deep, and unfortunately the double movement, that would have been a great try.
But a knock on by White, right?
I have to say though that the tight forwards, particularly the front row from Korea, have been exceptional in open play, and that was a wonderful break down the middle by Min Tak Hoi.
Offside here.
Fortunately, Korea regained possession. There was an offside by Chinese Taipei, so they get one more chance to score a try, but that was some really attacking rugby by Korea. Bit of white line fever there by the Korean winger, looking to add to his points tally for the day when he should have just recycled the ball. I think it would have been a walk-in for one of his teammates if he had done so. Korea opting for the line out, kicking the ball a couple of meters from the Chinese Taipei try line, but that was some impressive rugby, Ewan.
Yeah, he's been dangerous all day and would have backed him to cross the line from there, but it did look like white line fever struck and he had a man outside him. I'm sure he won't want to watch that one back. We'll be missing an opportunity there.
Solid take by Korea as they look to squeeze this Chinese Taipei defence within a couple of meters from Taipei try line. Remember, they are man down, but they're making their way towards a try line, and it looks like it'll be a try. Yes, it is.
That's a very strong finish from this Korea team that have stuck at it, attacked from deep, and have got the rewards.
Yes, very good try. They'll be pleased with that try, and that is number 17, Wong Hook Lee, scores the try off the driving line out. And yes, as you say, Korea will be delighted with that. It's been a solid afternoon. Some real attacking rugby shown and some real attacking intent shown by the Koreans. Having a crack from deep within their 22. The interplay between the forwards and the backs has been exceptional. Some nice offloading, a lot of tip passes, executing when they need to and finding space, which seem to be readily available.
To add the extras, it seems like we've had another change in kicker, heading back to Jae Young Song to close out this game on a high.
Not to be. Pulled it 47-21. Final score here at Kings Park, Hong Kong. Korea win 47 points to 21 against Chinese Taipei. That was quite a dominant display by the Koreans. We've seen some fantastic tries, a lot of attacking intent. What was your pick of the day, Ewan?
I think those kickoffs, some of those runs from the big men up the middle, and some of that interplay as well. Lots of offloads, lots of hard running, and a very dangerous back three that have got on the end of a lot of good enterprising rugby.
The Koreans look very athletic, very strong, solid ball carriers. And it's great to see the respect shown between these two teams as they go to shake hands and say thank you to the referees and the officials for the role played today. For me, it was great to see a couple of the props from the Korean team linking up nicely, gaining some valuable meters up the middle and making things easy for their backs. We're all to play for on Saturday as Hong Kong China take on Korea, 8 p.m. at Hong Kong Football Club. In the final match of the Asian Rugby Championship under-19 competition here in Hong Kong. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure commentating on this game. We have the second half highlights coming up soon. Please stay tuned to watch all the action from Kings Park. My name's Brian Rennie, signing out. Thank you.
And signing out, it's been a great afternoon here at Kings Park. We look forward to the series decider next Saturday. We hope to see you there.
Let's have a look back at the highlights from the match between Korea and Chinese Taipei.
Knock on offside.
These are the second half highlights.
Good job, that's good.
No, no chin. Off.
Number 6, double yellow card.
And go! Off feet! Off feet. Stop on that.
Bien, bien, bien.
No, blue, leave it! Leave it! Advantage. Knees on the ground. Backwards by blue. Play on. Happy with touch? I'm happy with grounding, you're happy with touch?
Yep. White have some of the ball stuff, but
Yeah.
not a penalty.
Okay.
Maybe you need to.
Don't collapse the maul. Keep it up. Right.
Right, and that's it from us here at Kings Park, Hong Kong. Thank you for joining us. Hong Kong, China take on South Korea on Saturday, 8 p.m. at Hong Kong Football Club. Entry is free. Come along and support Hong Kong, China as they look to put one over Korea. Final score here, Kings Park, 47 Korea, 21 Chinese Taipei.